This mountain meditation is typically done in a seated position, either on the floor or in a comfortable chair. Begin by sensing the support that the chair or floor is providing to you, paying attention to the sensations of contact as you assume a position of stability and poise. Back straight but not stiff, shoulders relaxed but alert, arms hanging loosely with hands resting comfortably in your lap or on your legs. Taking a moment to be in your body, sensing into your feet, legs, hips, lower and upper torso, hands, arms, shoulders, neck, and head. And when you're ready, if you haven't already done so, allowing your eyes to close. And now bringing your attention to your breathing, to all of the physical sensations of the breath as it enters and as it leaves your body. Letting the breath be just as it is, no need to change or control it. Just experiencing its natural flow in and out, its natural rhythm and pace, knowing that you are breathing perfectly for this moment. No need to change or do anything. Allowing the body to be still and poised, sitting with a sense of dignity, a sense of resolve, a sense of being complete, whole, in this very moment, with your posture reflecting this sense of wholeness, of perfect presence. And as you sit in this place of dignity and wholeness, allowing the image of a beautiful mountain to form in your mind's eye, the most magnificent and beautiful mountain you have ever seen or imagined. Letting it gradually come into focus, and even if it doesn't come as a visual image, opening to the sense of this mountain and feeling its overall shape and size, its lofty peaks reaching high into the sky, the large base rooted in the bedrock of the Earth's crust. Perhaps your mountain slopes sharply with steep and rocky sides, or maybe the sides slope gently down, green and forested. Noticing how massive it is, how solid, how unmoving, how beautiful. Seeing it from afar, or perhaps zooming in for a closer view. What do you see on your mountain? Perhaps there is snow blanketing its top, trees reaching down to its base, streams or waterfalls cascading down ragged, rocky cliffs. There may be one peak or a series of peaks, or perhaps meadows with high, clear lakes. Just observing it, noting its qualities, and when you feel ready, seeing if you can bring the mountain into your own body, sitting here, so that your body and the mountain in your mind's eye become one. So as you sit here, you share in the massiveness and in the stillness and the majesty of the mountain. You become the mountain. Grounded in the sitting position, your head becomes the lofty peak, supported by the rest of the body and affording you a panoramic view. Your shoulders and arms, the sides of the mountain. Your buttocks and legs, the solid base, rooted to the cushion of your chair. Experiencing in your body a sense of uplift from deep within your pelvis and spine. With each breath, as you continue sitting, becoming a little more a breathing mountain, alive and vital, yet unwavering in your inner stillness. Completely what you are, beyond words and thought, a centered, grounded, unmoving presence. And as you sit here, you are becoming aware of the fact that as the sun travels across the sky, the light and shadows and colors are changing virtually moment by moment in the mountain stillness, and the surface teems with life and activity. Streams melting snow, waterfalls, plants, and wildlife. As the mountain sits, seeing and feeling how night follows day and day follows night, the bright warming sun, followed by the cool night sky, studded with stars, and the gradual dawning of a new day. Through it all, the mountain just sits, experiencing change in each moment, constantly changing, yet always just being itself. It remains still as the seasons flow into one another, and as the weather changes moment by moment and day by day, calmness abiding all change. In summer, there is no snow on the mountain, except perhaps for the very peaks or in crags shielded from direct sunlight. In the fall, the mountain may wear a coat of brilliant, fiery colors. In winter, a blanket of snow and ice. In any season, it may find itself enshrouded in clouds or fog or pelted by freezing rain. People may come to see the mountain and comment on how beautiful it is, or how it's not a good day to see the mountain, that it's too cloudy, or rainy or foggy or dark. None of this matters to the mountain, which remains at all times its essential self. Clouds may come and clouds may go. Tourists may like it or not. The mountain's magnificence and beauty are not changed one bit by whether people see it or not. Seen or unseen, in sun or clouds, broiling or frigid, day or night, it just sits, being itself. At times visited by violent storms, buffeted by snow and rain and winds of unthinkable magnitude. Through it all, the mountain sits. Spring comes, trees leaf out, flowers bloom in the high meadows and slopes. Birds sing in the trees once again. Streams overflow with the waters of the melting snow. Through it all, the mountain continues to sit, unmoved by the weather, by what happens on its surface, by the world of appearances, remaining its essential self through the seasons, the changing weather, the activity ebbing and flowing on its surface. In the same way, as we sit in meditation, we can learn to experience the mountain. We can embody the same central, unwavering stillness and groundedness in the face of everything that changes in our own lives over seconds, over hours, over years. In our lives and in our meditation practice, we experience constantly the changing nature of mind and body and of the outer world. We have our own periods of light and darkness, activity and inactivity, our moments of color, and our moments of drabness. It's true that we experience storms of varying intensity and violence in the outer world and in our minds and bodies, buffeted by high winds, by cold and rain. We endure the periods of darkness and pain, as well as the moments of joy and uplift. Even our appearance changes constantly, experiencing a weather of its own. By becoming the mountain in our meditation practice, we can link up with its strength and stability and adopt them for our own. We can use its energies to support our energy, to encounter each moment with mindfulness and equanimity and clarity. It may help us to see that our thoughts and feelings, our preoccupations, our emotional storms and crises, even the things that happen to us, are very much like the weather on the mountain. We tend to take it all personally, but its strongest characteristic is that it is not personal. The weather of our own lives is not to be ignored or denied. It is to be encountered, honored, felt, known for what it is, and held in awareness. And in holding it in this way, we come to know a deeper silence and stillness and wisdom. Mountains have this to teach us, and more if we can let it in. If you find you resonated in some way with the strength and stability of the mountain in your sitting, it may be helpful to use it from time to time in your meditation practice to remind you of what it means to sit mindfully with resolve and strength and wakefulness in true stillness. So in the time that remains, continuing to sustain the mountain meditation on your own in silence, moment by moment, until you hear the chime.